Imagine three magnificent floating cities, each a marvel of divine architecture, glimmering in the sky, untouchable, invincible. These cities, Tripura, were home to the powerful Tripurasuras, three asura brothers blessed with unimaginable strength and fortune. For years, these floating citadels of power dominated the heavens, far from the reach of gods or men. But every rise has a fall. In the legends of ancient India, the Tripurasura's untouchable power soon turned into a monumental threat to the gods themselves. Their ambition grew, and with it, the balance of the cosmos began to tilt. Shiva, the destroyer, was summoned to restore the equilibrium, armed with a weapon crafted by all the gods. Join me as we unravel the story of the Tripurasuras, how their unstoppable ascent turned into their ultimate doom, a tale of ambition, divine intervention, and cosmic justice. How did three brothers command the heavens, and what led to their fall from grace? Want to uncover more ancient stories like this? Hit the subscribe button now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on the balance between power and wisdom. And if you believe in the power of ancient stories, share this video with others who need to hear it. Before we dive into the epic destruction of Tripura, let's step back and understand how these formidable cities came to be. It all started with Tarakasura, a powerful Daitya, whose very purpose was to overthrow the gods, especially Indra, the king of the heavens. Though blessed with immense strength, Tarakasura's fate was sealed when the young Kartikeya, son of Shiva, defeated him in battle. After Tarakasura's death, his legacy lived on through his three sons, Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha, and Vidyunmali. These brothers were as powerful as their father, if not more so. Fueled by revenge and a desire to surpass even the gods, the brothers retreated to the sacred Mount Meru, where they began a penance so intense that it shook the very foundation of the heavens. For thousands of years, the Tripurasuras meditated, each day increasing the severity of their penance, hoping to gain favor from the creator god, Brahma. Their devotion finally bore fruit. Brahma, pleased with their unwavering commitment, descended from the heavens to grant them a boon. In their moment of triumph, the brothers asked for the ultimate prize: immortality. But even for the gods, immortality is a wish beyond reach. Brahma, though impressed, could not grant such a boon. All beings in the universe are bound by the cycle of life and death, Brahma explained. No one escapes this fate. Undeterred, the Tripurasuras devised another plan. Instead of immortality, they requested three grand cities, one of gold, one of silver, and one of iron, each more magnificent than the realms of the gods themselves. And here's where the cleverness of their plan lay. These cities would only align once every 1,000 years, during midday. Their one condition for defeat? All three cities had to be destroyed with a single arrow at the precise moment of alignment. Brahma, though cautious, granted this peculiar request. And so, Tripura was born, a floating fortress that would soon challenge the balance of the universe. But little did the Tripurasuras know, their quest for dominance would set them on a collision course with the very god who had once defeated their father, Lord Shiva. And when the time of alignment came, the fate of Tripura would rest on the edge of a single arrow. With Brahma's blessing secured, the next step in the Tripurasura's grand plan unfolded. Brahma called upon Maya, the legendary architect of the asuras, to build three magnificent cities, each one a marvel of divine craftsmanship. One city was to shine golden in the heavens, another would be made of silver in the skies, and the last, an iron fortress on the earth. And so, with Maya's unmatched skills, the three cities of Tripura took form. These were no ordinary settlements. They were vibrant hubs of life and luxury. The cities teemed with grand palaces, aerial chariots, magnificent gardens, and every luxury imaginable. From noble asuras to wise Brahmins, the cities were filled with inhabitants who lived in prosperity. For years, the Tripurasuras, Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha, and Vidyunmali, reigned peacefully from their new abodes. Each brother ruled over his own city, basking in the glory of their near-impervious strongholds. Together, These floating cities symbolized the peak of their power and ambition, stretching across the heavens and the earth. But as with all great empires, peace and prosperity can only last so long. The brothers had been granted everything they asked for, except the one thing they truly desired: immortality. And in the heart of their grand cities, a single question lingered. How long could this power last before it attracted the wrath of the gods? Indra and the gods started becoming distressed by the welfare and prosperity of the three asuras and their cities. They approached Brahma and voiced their concerns. Brahma laughingly replied, "O Devas, it is Shiva who is destined to kill them, not me. I granted them their prosperity. All of you gods, please pray to Lord Shiva." Accordingly, Indra and the gods went to Shiva's abode and bowed down to him. They eulogized him and praised him, and then said, "O Lord Shiva, we have been defeated by Tripurasura. The three worlds have been brought under the control of their three cities. We cannot bear to see their prosperity. Please do something about this. I understand your pain. The three brothers are very powerful, but they are equally meritorious. Those asuras are my devotees. They worship the Shiva Linga, and they study the Vedas. They have done nothing wrong, so I cannot kill them," Shiva said. The gods were dejected and approached Lord Vishnu for help. They told him about their dilemma and what Lord Shiva had said. Lord Vishnu didn't know what to do, but he told the devas to perform a sacrifice. From the sacrifice arose thousands of bhutas, ghosts, armed with deadly weapons. Vishnu ordered them to go attack the city, but as soon as they entered the city, the bhutas were reduced to ashes. Those who escaped came running to Vishnu and told him what had happened. The grief-stricken devas and Vishnu pondered over what to do. "O devas, the asuras are truly virtuous. As long as they remain virtuous, they cannot be destroyed. If we want to destroy them, we must make them unrighteous. O gods, go back to your abodes. I will perform this task myself," Vishnu said. To create obstacles in the righteousness of the three asura brothers, Vishnu created a Purusa, man, from his mind. He was bald, wore dirty clothes, and held a wicker vessel and roll of cotton in his hands. He bowed to Vishnu and asked, "Who am I, and what is my place in this world?" "You are born of me, and your name shall be Arihat. You shall have many other names as well. I want you to create a deceptive scripture which is contrary to the Vedas. Make sure the text's language immoral and simple. You will then go to the cities of Tripurasura and preach this philosophy. This will make them irreligious and lead to their eventual death," Vishnu commanded. The ascetic then created 4 disciples identical to him. The ascetic and his disciples learned the science of illusion from Lord Vishnu and then traveled to the 3 cities. The ascetic reached a garden at the outskirts of the city of Vidyunmali and started using his illusionary magic. Vishnu then sent Narada to go help Arihat. Arihat and Narada made a plan. Narada got himself initiated in the religion and went to King Vidyunmali. "O king, a very learned ascetic has arrived at your city. He is preaching a new religious philosophy. Observing the virtue of this man, I have gotten myself initiated into this cult," Narada said. Vidyunmali thought, "If the great sage Narada has joined this religion, I must as well." Thus, Vidyunmali got himself initiated into the religion. Soon, Vidyunmali's brothers and the subjects of the 3 cities also joined this unrighteous religion. Arihat and his disciples then spoke to the asuras about the new religion and what they should do to follow it. In his speech, Arihat criticized charity and ablution and encouraged adultery and non-Vedic practices. The asuras were deluded and started listening to him. The 3 cities became unrighteous societies, filled with chaos and immorality. Thus, Arihat achieved his goal. When Tripurasura had become evil, Vishnu, Brahma, and the Devas went to Mount Kailash and requested Shiva to destroy the wicked asuras. They chanted his name and requested him to destroy Tripura. "Fine, I shall destroy the cities, but I require a divine chariot and a charioteer. I also need bows and arrows. Get those ready, and then I shall go to war," Shiva responded. Thus, Vishwakarma made a suitable chariot for Lord Shiva. It was made entirely of gold. He also made a bow and arrow for Lord Shiva. The sun and the moon were the wheels, and the 6 seasons were the rims of the wheels. The 4 Vedas were the horses of the chariot. The clouds constituted the banners of the chariot. Brahma became the charioteer. Mount Meru became the bow. Vishnu was the bow, and Agni was the arrow tip. Brahma, Vishnu, and the gods presented this chariot to Shiva, who mounted the chariot. Shiva then said that the asuras can only be killed if all of the gods become different animals, and he becomes the lord of animals. The gods were initially hesitant, but they obeyed and transformed into different animals. Shiva became Pasupati, or lord of the animals. The entire army then rushed towards the cities of Tripurasura. The gods were first, and behind them were the Shivaganas, armed with different weapons. In the middle of the mass was Lord Shiva in his chariot. When they reached the correct spot, Shiva stopped and waited for the alignment of the 3 cities. When the cities became aligned and the time was correct, Shiva, urged by the gods, drew back his bowstring and released the arrow. The arrow, which was made up of Vishnu and Agni, blazed towards Tripura and reduced the cities to ashes. Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha, Vidyunmali, and their asura citizens all died. Not even a minute particle escaped the flames unscathed, except for one person, my asura, architect of the asuras. The gods were overwhelmed when they witnessed this powerful form of Lord Shiva. They elegized him and praised him. Shiva was pleased and told them to ask for a boon. "O Lord, if you are pleased, then grant us the boon that whenever misery befalls us, please destroy this misery," the gods prayed. Shiva granted them their boon. At that time, Maya, who had escaped the destruction, approached Shiva and offered his devotion. Shiva was pleased and told Maya to ask for a boon. "Please make it so that I always remain devoted to you," Maya requested. Shiva responded, "Your boon has been granted. You can now go to Vitala Loka with your family and kinsmen. You can live over there." Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, and the gods all went back to their respective abodes, and order was restored in the universe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the fascinating story of Tripurasura, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel for more such amazing content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video. Stay curious, stay inspired.